Hey lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. So today we're going to do a reading to see what is going on with the divine masculines who are involved in karmic relationships, and we're also going to take a look at what their divine counterparts are also up to. All right, so that would probably be most of you watching. Also, happy 11/11 portal day if you're watching this on Monday. All right, so let's get started. We're just going to get a few oracle cards to get a general theme going. So Spirit, what is going on with these divine masculines who are involved in karmic relationships? What is going on with them? That's interesting. Okay, so we have remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. All right, so I feel like they're still they're still going through a little bit of a tough time, mostly concerning their feminines, right? And this card was actually from a different deck, so I'm just going to put it back. And you know what? We're actually going to get a card from this deck as well. So let's see. So yeah, they're still really thinking about their feminines, really longing for them, and you know, just having, if you're in separation especially, I feel like their feelings from the past are resurfacing. They're remembering what it was like to be with you, how they felt. And for those of you who are in contact, I feel like maybe, you know, if things have shifted, like maybe things aren't the way they used to be, that they are, you know, kind of like reminiscing about what it used to be like when you guys were going through a more blissful type of a phase. So let's see, Sarah, what else is going on? All right, we have bondage. Let's see. Let me just get a few more and see what all of this is about. Okay, we have why. So they are introspecting, and this bondage actually, oh, I feel guided to get one more from this deck. The Fates. So this bondage could actually be towards their divine feminine as well as their karmic partner. And I'm actually getting that it's for both, really. They feel tied to both. Let's see. Yeah, oh my gosh, I was just thinking this. I was just thinking that they, with this Y card here, that they're really, you know, searching within themselves to find the answers, as to why exactly they are feeling so tied in both situations, right, to their karmic, but why they're also feeling tied to their divine feminine. And what the answer that they're coming to is that it is fated, that this is just their fate, this is where they belong, right? And they are being guided. And then we get thought, right? They are really thinking about this. They're thinking about this connection and what is it that is meant for them. They're asking a lot of why questions concerning this bondage, right? And I'm very strongly getting that this is for their divine feminines, right? It could also be for their karmic partners, but I'm very strongly getting it's for their divine feminines. So we're just gonna get one more. From the romance angels. And we have attraction and free yourself. So it's time to take back control of your life. So they are also freeing themselves from whatever it is that is negative in their life, okay? They're not freeing themselves from their feminines. If the feminines is, you know, what is fated for them, that is not what they are freeing themselves from. This is freeing themselves from whatever is a negative influence in their life and from where they feel they don't have control. All right, so they're taking control of their lives, and with this attraction card is that they are attracting this into their lives. Yes, okay, we know that there's an attraction, a strong attraction between the masculines and their feminines, but this is talking about them just really attracting, you know, by them doing all of this introspection, they are attracting this freedom, right, into their reality. So a lot of thinking going on here, a lot of thinking and figuring out what it is, you know, that's meant for them, and really taking a good look at what they are tied to and why they are tied to this. So I'm also getting that that the masculines right now, they are figuring out why, they're finding the reasons, right, that they are tied to this karmic partner. And that is a huge step, right, to see, to be able to understand that they are there for the reasons that they're there for, right, that it's not based on love. All right, so let's get started and see. What is their energy towards this karmic partner? What are they thinking, feeling? All right, so we have the Seven of Wands. Let's see what else. All right, the Five of Cups. And the Five of Swords. So we're just gonna get, I just want to get one oracle card. Alright, and we have the Thinking Woman. So more thinking, and it doesn't matter that it says woman. I mean, this is just like the energy. It's like a more feminine type of thinking. So to me, right, this would be also, you know, thinking in combination with your intuition. All right, just being very rational, being receptive to these thoughts, and it's kind of like they're ready to put up this fight. They're in a very unsettled type of an energy towards their karmic partner right now. There's a lot of feelings of sadness, probably because, you know, it's like they're ready to fight for themselves. With this Five of Swords here, yeah, sometimes it can be a negative energy, but the Five of Swords really is about, you know, someone thinking about their own self and thinking of their own best interest, and, you know, doing whatever whatever it takes for their own interest. So yes, oftentimes that is a negative thing, but in this situation, it's actually a positive thing, because the masculines do need to think about themselves. They need to stop thinking about, you know, other people and what's going to make or what they think is going to make other people happy, or, you know, what is in the best interest of others, and think finally, you know, what is it that is going to be best for them, and then fight for it. And this is why we also have the Seven of Wands here. They're feeling, you know, that they're feeling like they're going to have to defend this, right? What they want. It's almost as if they're sad that they feel the way they do about the karmic partner, right? With this Five of Cups here, they're feeling, it's like they're feeling remorse and just regretful of having these feelings. And because they just feel bad for this person, right? They feel like they're going to have to defend themselves a lot in order to finally, you know, move forward. And but this is what they're in the energy of doing. They're thinking about themselves finally. Just thinking, a lot of thinking. It's like they're just coming into this huge realization of all of these things, right? That they need to go after what it is that they want, no matter what. Even if it means, you know, at the cost of, you know, making someone else sad. Okay, I just want to get, let's see what the mutual energy is between them. What is going on in the environment of this relationship or between the two of them. All right, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and this is a new deck. I like it quite a bit. Still kind of getting used to the way it shuffles though. Let's see what else. And we have the Emperor in reverse. Oops. And Judgment. Okay. So with the Knight of Wands being in reverse here, and the Emperor in reverse, and then Judgment, it's so they're not taking any steps to revive this connection. The passion is definitely gone, and there's no action being taken to make it work. It's kind of like, and then with the Emperor in reverse here, I feel like if anything, they're just really settling into this this type of energy. They're settling into it, into this non-action towards reviving the connection. I feel like it's just kind of sitting there, just sinking into it really, and just really coming to terms with it, with this here, with the Judgment card here. Really just, again, just taking it all in. Being truthful to themselves, both of them. And with the Emperor also being in reverse, I'm just getting even more so that the masculine especially is showing, you know, their selfish side, but in the good way. They're showing that, you know, they want what they deserve. They want to get what they deserve as well in their life. And I feel it's kind of like they're not budging, like they're just sitting there, not taking into account, or not wanting to take into account anymore, you know, what the other person, the karmic partner, is feeling, or what the karmic partner thinks that they want, right? They need to start looking at their own interests, to follow their own hearts, and to really follow their own truth. So it's kind of like they're not being as nice, is what I'm getting here. They're not being as nice to the karmic partner. At least, you know, maybe this was in the past week, or this week coming up. All right, this is just what's going on currently. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see, how long is this? Yeah, all right. Let's see what the masculine's energy is towards their divine counterparts. Wow, so a lot of cards wanted to come out that didn't. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like it's like they're really feeling this urge to come forward, but then holding back. All right, and the High Priestess. Let's see what else. So the masculines are towards their feminines right now. It's like they're secretly working on this connection. It's like this connection is on their minds, right? They are working towards it with this Three of Pentacles here. but it's like they're doing so behind the scenes. It's like they're doing it without the feminine really knowing about it. And we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Let's get one more. All right, I want one more. Okay, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. All right, we're going to clarify just a couple of these. All right, but basically it's like they're working behind the scenes. And what I'm getting here is that I'm getting a sense that they have this feeling that that the feminines are actually detaching from them. But let's see. Why is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here? Oh, okay, I see. So we have Death in reverse. All right, so basically, with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the masculines feel like they just can't separate from themselves from this connection with their divine counterpart, okay? They're still there. They're just really holding themselves back. They're working towards this, and the reason why is because they feel like they cannot be independent of their feminines. And with this Eight of Swords in reverse, it's like, yeah, they don't want to be tied down, right, to their divine feminine in a way. Like they don't want to be trapped. Like this is just causing them anxiety, all right? Just a lot of thinking again with all these swords here. It's like they're really thinking about what it is, as we were saying before with the bondage, right? What is it that is keeping them tied to their feminines? And what I'm getting with this is that they're really, really just thinking about that. And that's why it's in reverse. And then we have the Death card in reverse, which is also telling me that they just cannot move away from this connection, all right? They just cannot end it. It's as if they have tried. They have tried in the past and it just didn't work. All right. Where are they here? All right, so I actually want to take a quick look and see what the divine feminine's energy is, and then we will get into the likely actions that the masculines are going to take in the near future. So, what is going on with the divine feminines? Alright, we have the Two of Wands in reverse and the Strength card in reverse. Oh, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that the feminines here, it's like they're really doubting this this path, this connection, this journey, you know, and whether the masculines are going to come forward. It's like they feel like the masculines are in this standstill, kind of just not really doing anything, not making any decisions, not planning things out, just having a lot of doubts as to whether they will come forward, right, with this Ace of Wands in reverse here. But also what I'm getting is that the feminines might also, who are in this group at least, they may also be doubting themselves and just feeling like they're not even, that they're not strong enough to overcome this, right? If they feel like it's never going to happen. And the other message that's coming through is that for a lot of them, deep down, like one thing that's holding them back is that they may feel like they don't truly deserve this love. All right, so some feminines might be, and it might even be subconscious, but they don't truly believe that they are worthy of the love from this masculine, okay? And if you're feeling this way, that is just so not true, okay? That is so not true. You do deserve love. Yeah, we'll get into that at some point. But mostly, for the most part, I'm getting that this is what the feminines are thinking towards the connection, that the masculines just aren't making the decision to come through. They're seeing their masculines as being weak, indecisive, and not having the courage to come forward with the Ace of Wands. So let's actually get, I just want to get a couple more oracle cards here for the feminines. See if any messages want to come through. And we have liberation, breaking free from a negative attachment. So this is awesome, all right? This is the feminines really breaking away from whatever is negatively keeping them attached to this connection. So yeah, you might be doubting it. You might be thinking that your masculine isn't moving forward. But at the same time, you, at least, on the other hand, are moving forward and detaching from the connection. And let's see, I'm gonna get one more. And this is, you know, I'm getting the sense that you are doing this, for those that this is resonating with, for the right reasons, right? You're not breaking away, you're not withdrawing, you know, as a means to an end to get your masculine to come forward to you, right? Or to leave the karmic. You just genuinely are detaching from this connection and moving forward. And we have chopwood and a change in the wind. So yeah, I feel like a lot of the feminines are feeling a change within themselves concerning this connection. And this is related to them, right? Having, you know, just done a lot of work on themselves. And when I say doing work on yourselves, that doesn't mean that you are, you know, necessarily taking a bunch of workshops, seminars, courses, you know, or meditating, you know, hours on end every day. There are little things, right, that you do during your day, right, that help you to move forward. Right, just becoming aware of your own thoughts. And I actually want to make a video that's going to be all about that. Just becoming aware of your emotions and your thoughts, your thinking patterns, your habits, or, you know, your so-called mistakes, which there are no mistakes, right? But just things that you've done in the past that, you know, you have learned from. Right, just becoming aware of these things and bringing them to your consciousness, that is moving forward. That's chopping wood. That's doing the little things that you need to do in order to break away, right? In order for there to be change. This does not mean that the connection is over. It does not mean that the relationship is over. It does not mean that union is not going to happen. This just means that you are not, you know, obsessing over the situation, that you are not letting this connection or this situation hold you back from living your life and from doing things in your life. It's not holding you back from being happy, all right? And this is a major change for a lot of these feminines, and just being in this type of an energy is going to bring you change for the better. All right, so good job. Good job, feminines. All right, let's see what these masculines are likely to do in the near future concerning their karmic relationship, if anything, or just what the energy is going to be in the near future. So we have the Five of Wands. Ooh, and we have the Eight of Wands. Let's see what else. The Sun. Okay, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. All right, so you know what I see here? I see craziness. I see craziness going on in this connection. Wow, okay. So a lot of tension. I feel like there's going to be a lot of tension coming up for the masculine and their karmic partners in the next week or so. Which is, I could have sworn I saw something that reminded me of this. Yeah, that's right. The Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands that we had here in the beginning of the reading. Yeah, it's like just a lot of conflict between the two of them, probably because the masculine is now going after his or her own needs and making that clear. Like really with this Eight of Wands coming out right after that, right? They are expressing this, they are communicating this to the karmic partner, and you know, apparently the karmic partner isn't going to like it, but the karmic partner is also, you know, learning their own lessons as well through this, and they need to find their own truth, and hopefully this is going to push them to find their own truth as well, and their own happiness. But there's going to be a lot of verbal conflict, a lot of communications between the two where they are not seeing eye to eye, they're not agreeing, and this is because the masculine is not just, you know, consenting to the karmic's wishes anymore this week. So the Sun, right, speaking their truth. This communication here, these arguments or these conversations, right, that are going to be tense and intense, right, are based on truth with the Sun being here. And Ten of Swords, all of this conversation and communication has to do with an ending. All right, painful ending, yes, but it's an ending. So this week I feel like they're really going to be discussing, you know, a separation, or discussing, you know, that something needs to give, something needs to end, something needs to change, that this can't go on. All right, so definitely having conversations there. So let's see what the near future energy is going to be towards the divine feminines. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Cups. Okay, that's an interesting combination. What is going on with these cards? Some of them are flipped over like crazy. Hold on. Just when there's more. All right, so okay, so I don't see them really taking much action towards their feminines this week. If you're already in communication, I just don't see much changing. I feel like whatever's going on between them and the karmic partner, they might not be too transparent about that. Maybe they will. And if you do get information on, you know, them having this conversation with their karmic partners, yeah, please do let me know. But for the most part, I'm getting that they're not going to really change much. So if you're in communication, it's not going to change much. If you're not in communication, that's not going to change much either in the next coming week. Let's see, I just want to clarify. Let's just clarify real quick. the Knight of Wands in reverse. So yeah, this is just confirmation that they're just pretty much, you know, staying where they're at, just kind of staying pretty consistent, not changing their actions right now. Let's see, 6 of Wands. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. So this is a bit of a waiting energy here. It's a bit of a waiting energy, but also I feel like, you know, it's like they're looking at this, right? They're looking at this connection. They're looking at the plants that they have seeded, they're looking at the seeds or the plants that they have planted, right? Waiting for them to grow. It's just kind of waiting. I'm getting the sense that waiting for something else before, you know, doing, taking any different types of steps towards the feminines, right? And this something else is obviously, you know, it might have to do with the karmic, but it might also have something to do with the feminine. So that they might be waiting for something in specific or in particular from you. I don't know what that could be. So if that resonates with anybody, because that's just what came through. Or maybe, you know, they're feeling this change, right, in the feminines, breaking away, and so this might actually be causing them, right, with the 6 of Wands being in reverse, to feel, you know, just like a little bit like their ego is hurt, just not feeling as courageous to reach out or to communicate or you know, to say anything or to change anything just yet. Let's see, what is the 3 of Cups here? So I want to clarify the 3 of Cups because it could be different things. And just want to be sure. What is 3 of Cups here? Alright, we have the Sun in reverse. Let me get one more. Alright, yeah, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Alright, so basically, yeah, nothing's going to change much between the masculines and the feminines this week, just as I was saying. There are changes being made, though, behind the scenes with the karmic partner, right? As we just so clearly saw in the previous cards. And so this 3 of Cups is just, you know, the fact that they are still staying in this third-party situation this week. Like, they're still there, and it's on their mind, right? It's on their mind. And with the Sun clarifying it in reverse, they're realizing that, you know, this is part of what's making them unhappy, because they don't want to be in this third-party situation. Even if they're not in touch with their feminines, the feminines, they still feel this connection, right? Because we have the bondage here. They're still feeling this connection very, very strongly. And this is why they're just not happy, because they still feel it as a third-party situation, even if you are in no contact. All right, and same thing, I'm getting just the same message here with this 3 of Pentacles in reverse, just feeling like they want to come out of this third-party situation, right? They're in it. It's not making them happy. They know that that's not their truth, right? And this is why they want to come out of it. So yeah, not much changing this week for the masculines and the feminines. But from what I'm getting here, I feel like the feminines are going to be pretty much okay with that, because they are working on themselves, focused on themselves, and really making changes in their own life. All right, let's see. Any messages that want to come through for the feminines that this reading is resonating with? Messages or advice? time for a nap. All right, let's see, anything else? Too many. So, yeah, I feel like the feminines are just really going through so much change right now, right? And they're just working so much at this, and you might not even really feel like you were working towards this, but you are, right? Like I said, it could just be little things in your daily life, right, that is pushing you towards this change and towards this liberation, and that is wearing you out. So this is just a message from Spirit saying, make sure you are getting enough rest, okay? Like, don't overdo it. Loyal heart. And this has come up before. Okay, this is just showing you things are still on the right path. You know, your masculine is loyal to you in the sense that they are moving forward. Okay, they are moving forward. Yes, you know, they might be with another person, but again, I mean, as you probably already know, there's a reason for it. Okay, there's a reason for it, and they need to learn their lessons before they can come forward and resolve that and close it out. But their heart, ultimately, right, and who they love is just, it's just there, right, with you. So, let's see, any messages from the Divine Masculines to their Feminines? Just one more. Just from the Masculines to their Feminines. And we have express your love. All right, so for some of you, this could be a specific message. If you're in communication and you've been defensive with your masculine, and you feel like, you know, you have bottled up emotions that you need to get out, if this resonates with you, well then this is like the go ahead and express your feelings, your emotions to your masculine, okay? They want you to express your feelings. And then for others of you, this is really about you expressing your emotions and your feelings to yourself. All right, really coming to terms with what it is that you feel, not being in denial of your feelings so that you can work through them. So bring your feelings to your awareness. Allow yourself to express your emotions. If you need to cry, cry. Don't suppress it, all right? Because this is going to help you in this liberation process, in this you know, movement towards change for the better. So, yeah. All right, I hope you guys found this insightful. Please don't forget to like this video if it resonated with you. Leave a comment if you want. I feel like it does help other viewers. And subscribe if you haven't already. And much love to all of you guys. We'll talk soon.